Pag-uusapan kasama si Professor Winnie Monsod. Good morning, Tita Winnie.
Good morning, Pia. Good morning, mga kapuso. Eh, di kayo na lang ang maghusga, mga kapuso. Sasabihin ko sa inyo, anong ibig sabihin ng 3.7% na ito? Well, ang target po ng gobyerno for the entire, for the average for the Noynoy administration is 7% a year. 3.7 tayo dito sa 2011. Okay. Ang plinano ng gobyerno for 2011 was 4.5 to 5.5% a year. 3.7 ang nangyari. At saka ang pinakamalungkot nito is that yung average growth ng Pilipinas ay less than the average for tinatawag na emerging Asia, excluding China and India. In other words, ano yung expected average for the whole region? In other words, medyo mabagal po tayo. Ayan ang situation.
At kaugnay po niyan, makakapanayan po natin dito sa studio si NEDA Assistant Director Rupert Mahuca. Good morning po, Assistant Director Mahuca.
Good morning, everybody.
So, nako, eto na. Paano po ba natin ipapaliwanag? Kasi nga, growth is growth. Pero kung ikukumpara kasi doon sa nakaraang taon, parang laki ng pagkakaiba eh.
Alam niyo ho kasi sa taon na ito, tinamaan tayo ng maraming external na factors mula pa sa simula ng unang taon. Tinamaan tayo ng Middle East and North African crisis na kumbaga tumaas yung high oil prices because of that. Tinamaan tayo ng Japan triple tragedy. Tinamaan tayo ng Thailand supply chain. Yung European zone, nagkaroon sila ng debt crisis at economic woes. Yun hong mga maraming external development ngayon, weak external development ng US, nag-contract ho ng malaki yung exports natin. At saka hindi lang po doon, tinamaan tayo ng maraming bagyo, mula kay Pedring, kay Kiel, kay Sendong, kay Mina. Alam nyo ho, yung effect ng external factors na yon, bumawas ho sa exports natin na napakalaki. At ang impact noon sa GDP, kung bibilangin mo, ay 2.2 percentage points. Ibig sabihin, yung 3.7 GDP growth rate na yun, kung hindi lang tinamaan yung exports, nadagdagan dapat ng 2.2 yun. So yung 3.7 plus 2.2, dapat naging 5.9. At ho yung typhoon, kinalculate ho namin sa NEDA, ang impact ho nun ay 0.4 percentage point ng GDP.
Okay.
So dapat ho yun, mas mataas ng 6% yun. Inaamin naman na sa simula nung taon, ay dahil sa mga reforma natin, naglinis tayo ng bahay para we can spend with impact. Pero ngayong fourth quarter, tapos na yon, ang impact ho nun ay 0.7 at 0.1. Kung idadagdag ho natin yung 3.7, kung hindi lamang dahil sa mga impact na to, dapat 7.1 yon. So yung GDP target ay 7 to 8%, achievable ho dapat yon. At noong fourth quarter, yung public construction, nag-increase ng 50% yun. 50% ho na-increase noon. Yun hong exports, patuloy pa rin dahil na may Thailand supply chain disruption, nakabawas ho yun ng 3.5 percentage points sa GDP. So dapat yung 3.7% na fourth quarter growth rate, dagdagan mo yun ng 3.7, nasa 7% ka na nun eh. Tinamaan ka pa ni Sendong at ni Pedring at ni Kiel, nakabawas yun ng 1.54% ng GDP. Sa madaling salita ho, yun hong government expenditure at yung government consumption plus public construction, naka-increase na ho yun ng 50% yung public construction, positive contributors to growth na sila. At we expect for the coming year, tuloy-tuloy na ho yung acceleration of public government spending, capital outlay, because of the disbursement acceleration program of the government, PPP, and whatnot. Kung makikita nyo kasi pataas na yung GDP, nagkakagain ng momentum eh.
Kaya lang may mga external factors. So, kung ganun, di pasok sana tayo dun sa target kung wala yung mga external factors. Yun yung calculation namin.
Alam nyo, ang problema dyan, Rupert, is because ang Pilipinas grew slower than its neighbors. And you cannot explain that by the same external factors like growth the slowdown in America and in Europe, number one. Number two, Rupert, alam naman natin na pag nagplaplano ang gobyerno, tinitignan nila yung factors like La Nina and El Nino. Nakapasok na yan dyan. All right? So you cannot say, abay, nag-typhoon tayo. The Philippines is always with typhoon. And that is why yung planned, yung assumed nilang growth for this year, for 2011, was 4.5 to 5.5%.
Okay.
You cannot take that away. Ang problema talaga dyan is hindi tayo, the government did not spend what it should have spent for the year. And that has to be part and parcel of it. If it had spent it, siguro magiging a little bit over. Maybe we will get on the average. But, let us not, wag naman natin sabihin, because of the typhoon and because of, that's all part and parcel. That has to be planned for by the planning agency and by the tinatawag natin Development Budget Coordinating Committee kasi sila nagsasabi ano ang ating magagawa this year at ano ang dapat natin spend. Hindi nila spend yon. So let us at least accept that. All right?
So it's not always good to just keep the money in the household. Kailangan nilalabas din.
No, not for the government. The government expenditures is going to affect your GDP. Alam nyo kasi, yung 3.7% na yan, you can make it a good case for saying, well, actually, that's better than how we did in 2009. Kasi 2009, less than 1%. But, on the other hand, aminin na lang natin, 7% was not attainable. Sayang kung ganito ang nangyari, ganito ang nangyari. No, let us do better next year. This year. Let us do better this year. And I think we can do better this year because the government expenditures are no longer going to be underspent. Yung hindi gagastusin.
Ganun pa rin po ba yung targets natin for this year or nag-iba na?
Yung aspirational target namin tinatawag para sa development plan, 7 to 8% yun. Pero ang ina-assume ng DBCC nasa 5.6%.
5 to 6% ngayon for this year. 5 to 6%.
Yung, yes,
remember that,
assumption.
Rupert, ha? Because
Yes,
next year you are going to be here again to explain to us. Okay.
Pero ito, kasi ang lumalabas kasi ngayon doon sa mga SWS surveys na kahit, let's say, may konting increase from 3.6 to 3.7, diba? It's still a slight increase. Pero doon sa survey, mahigit 4 na milyong pamilya pa rin ang nagsasabing nakakaranas sila ng gutom. So, how do we reconcile those two pieces of information po?
Yung hindi nyo nabanggit, yung poverty, self-rated poverty, bumaba ng 7 percentage points. Yung hunger, according to their survey, estimate yun sinusulat nila estimate, 1 percentage point yung in-increase. Pero sinulat din dun sa survey nila na yung tinatawag na standard error, yung margin of error, nasa 3% yun. So yung 1% na quote-unquote increase, nasa within statistical error po yun. Hindi mo masabi na nag-increase talaga. Pero yung 7% drop, yung
Lagpas dun sa
talagang statistically significant yun. So masasabi mo na may improvement. Ang problema kasi yung 1,200 na survey respondents nila, para sa amin, konti. Kung dinagdagan sana, mas makikita natin yung pattern and we can have more concrete policy recommendations.
Ang punto dyan is that, it's really very difficult to reconcile na bababa ang poverty mo at tataas ang hunger mo. The only thing you can say is that itong survey ng SWS is subjective. Yung ano ang feeling nila. It could be made more objective. Kasi kung tatanungin mo, sasabihin, nagutom ba kayo? Di ba that's a way of saying it? Some people, konting gutom na, etc. Sana man lang tinanong nila, dito sa past 3 months, for example, meron ba kayong, meron bang isang araw o 2 araw na hindi kayo kumain? Ayun,
mas specific yung
ayan
question.
ang talagang, so they will think about it. Alam nyo, pag tinanong yan, bababa ng bababa yung hunger estimates na yan.
Okay. Sana for the next few surveys.
Yeah, there should be a little bit, it is a subjective thing, but you can be more...
Tsaka self-rated nga siya,
At saka tama si Rupert, yung tinatawag na
margin of
standard error
okay.
is very large.
Alright. Well, abangan po natin and sana this year yung mga targets po makamit na po. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, NEDA Assistant Director General Rupert Mahuka.
5 to 6, Rupert.
Yes, ma'am.
Tatandaan ni Tito Willie, alat naming lahat.
Kasi yung forecast at 3%.
5 to 6 yung tatandaan. Thank you so much again, Tito Willie, at maraming salamat po. Mga kapuso, oras na po para sa unang balita.
The forecast of Deutsche Bank is 3%.
Ang mga unang balita sa umagang ito. 20 bahay at ilang pwesto sa Talipapa nasunog sa Santa Cruz, Maynila. 10 buwang gulang na sanggol kabilang sa mga nasugatan. Chinese, tiklo sa buy-bust operation ng PIDEA sa Quezon City. Humigit kumulang 2 kilo ng hinihinalang shabu na kumpiska sa sospek. Hindi bababa sa 73 tao, patay matapos magkarayot sa isang soccer game sa Egypt. Pangulong Aquino at Kapuso host